Welcome to Real Twins, Real Talk. I guess we do look the same, right, James?
Yeah, we got the same shirts. We got tattoos.
Whose muscles are bigger? I don't know.
I don't know.
You're in the camera better.
Ha!
Anyways,
No arm wrestles today.
we're excited to get going again with this series in regards to will there be peace with the Trump presidency. We did share a short. It's almost been 2 months ago. We had some hiccups, had a little baby boy, but that's on for another episode. So, Trump, will there be peace with a Trump presidency? Well, we think that there could be some peace in regards to one aspect of his presidency. And what are we talking about today?
The war between Russia and Ukraine. We do see peace happening fairly soon into Trump's new presidency. Just because of the policies that he's implementing, the fact that he doesn't want to give money to NATO is a huge thing, and I think that kills that war dead in its tracks because NATO is funding a lot of that war. Other countries like Canada and other NATO countries are funneling money in to the Ukraine to keep them fighting. So, and guess what? The U.S. is the leading
contributor to
NATO. So if U.S. stops giving money, guess what? Other nations are going to be like, oh, we're going to go broke if we keep funding this war. So I think that comes to an end very quickly.
One of his opinions, too, was, well, I'm protecting everybody in Europe, but who's protecting us? Mm-hmm. And if we're putting that much money to protect Europe, we should be getting something out of it. So even when he was president his first term, he threatened them to pull out of NATO because they weren't producing enough money into NATO themselves for their own protection.
Yeah.
So he threatened them. So yeah, that's one thing we agree on, that why there could be some peace is because, you won't get Biden putting missiles into the middle of Russia. The only reason North Koreans troops got involved with Russia is because of that.
Yeah, and then our Canadian government, Justin Trudeau, saying that, we support sending missiles into Russia. What an idiot.
It just causes more havoc and more mess. Yeah. We know that Trump, in its first presidency, there was no wars. So that being said, Russia didn't, try to take any land.
Hold on. There was no new wars because there were still ongoing conflicts around the world.
Thanks there, brother.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's still there. Anyways, we got to interrupt each other sometimes to make the truth known, right?
Yeah. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you.
Good.
Frickin' wrong, boy.
Yeah, so with Trump's presidency, there's definitely going to be peace in Ukraine. He says he'll have peace day one. I'm not sure that can happen, but maybe it can. He's been already chatting with Zelensky. He said he hasn't talked to Putin yet.
Which is quite surprising.
But he did say that, once he's president, that'll take shape. I don't even think Putin's cabinet has talked with Trump's cabinet at all. But in regards to Zelensky, they have been chatting. Even Zelensky said himself that there's no opportunity to take over that land. Yeah.
We wanted to add some words about Zelensky. We really do think that Zelensky has been a puppet this whole time. There has been ongoing conflicts for years between Russia and the Ukraine, but ever since Zelensky was put in power, it seems like it's been more of a push for NATO to come closer and closer to Russia. If you look at where Zelensky got his start, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
He was actually a president in a TV show. He was an actor, he was a president in the show, and the fact that he ends up being the president of the actual country of Ukraine is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think there's other forces at play here, like maybe a three-letter agency at play, pushing him in. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, I mean, he's been flying all over the world begging for money so that Ukraine the Ukraine can still keep fighting, even though they've lost almost all of their soldiers. They've lost a whole generation of young men, which is so sad. And then already we've been hearing stories that, you know, he pulls old men from their homes and young men from their homes and just trying to get them to fight in the war. And these young guys don't want to, and these older gentlemen don't want to fight. Even in some cases, he's got women trying to fight in this war, and all for nothing. All for nothing. You got to think about it. Ukraine is right next to Russia. Think about Canada going to war with the United States. You know, we would lose. It wouldn't be smart for Canada to start a war with the United States. And
well, it's just
wouldn't.
It's like if, say, NATO wasn't with the United States. Say NATO was trying to put all their weapons along the border between Canada and U.S. How do you think the U.S. would respond to that?
They would hate it. They
would be very upset. And this is exactly what's going on in Russia. The U.S. is putting a lot of missiles and maybe even nuclear missiles along those borders. And NATO has expanded. It started off with 16 nations. Now it's already 32 or something like that. And this is why Putin has been so mad. Yeah, it's not just because Putin's a major dictator. And
we just think Trump understands the bigger picture in regards to this type of peace. So, yeah, anyways, those are our opinions. Will there be peace in Russia and Ukraine? Yes. Our next video will talk about how will Trump, if he does bring peace, will he bring peace to Israel and the Middle East?
That's another topic altogether.
So if you like this, follow and subscribe.
And look forward to our next video.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
See you guys.